So today I'm super excited to record this video for you. Reason being is I will be talking about my new lash line that I will be launching in the next couple of weeks. I'm so excited about it. I know that if you guys have followed me on Snapchat or Instagram or even Facebook, you guys have been seeing, photos and videos and all that good stuff, and your continued support means so much to me, but I am so excited about it. We've worked really hard. We, as in me and my husband, I have to thank him for all of his hard work and being so patient with me, because yes, I am picky, and so I have to thank him. He is literally the brains behind the entire operation. I would not have been able to do this without him. So thank you to my husband, to all of you. Thank you for your support. If you have ordered with me, thank you. And if you want to order with me, or if you have any questions about my lashes, feel free to shoot me a DM, a message, an email, Facebook message, whatever it is, just let me know. Other than that, I'm super excited about it. They will be launching in the next few weeks. I haven't really gotten an exact day yet, but as soon as I know, I will let you guys know first. And you only live once, so dream big. I've been wanting to do this for so long, and I feel so blessed that I am able to do it now. I've stopped myself many times from trying something new and, having something that's just mine out of fear, and I'm sure that happens to a lot of you. But, don't let the fear of striking out keep you from playing the game. So I'm taking a big risk here, and I'm so excited about it. Regardless of the situation, it's making me very happy. So again, thank you for all your love and support, and I will see you in the next one. So let's get started. Alright guys, so I've already done my brows, and I also primed my lids. If you want to see a video on how I do my brows, let me know in the comments and I'll record that too. But I use MAC Painterly Paint Pot to prime my lids. I'm going to go straight in. I'm actually going to be looking in a mirror down here, just because the mirror in front of me is so far away. So if you see me looking down, it's because I'm looking at this mirror. I am going to start with my transition shade. So a transition shade is basically, this is the wrong palette. Basically, a transition shade is going to be the lightest shade of, I would say, depending on your skin tone. I use like a light brown, like MAC Saddle, which is in this palette here, which is going to be this one. I like it to be a little bit more on the orange side, so I'm going to use the Morphe 350 Matte, and as you can see, it's my favorite color because it's Hit Pan. So I'm going to go in with a Morphe, all the numbers rub off my brushes. That is Morphe R40, and I like it because it's really fluffy. It's nice to apply. I don't know why I have this weird thing about, like, this is considered, I guess, a blending brush, but so is this, and I don't know if it's mental, but when it's white, I feel like I can use it to apply, and when it's black, then I can blend out harsh lines. I don't know, I'm crazy. That's just how I am. So I'm gonna go in with that Morphe shadow, and I am going to run that across my lid. Not across my lid, across my crease. And if you notice how I hold my brush, I don't choke it up at the front, because if you do, you're gonna make it look a little bit too harsh. You wanna hold it more towards the back so you have a little bit more flexibility with the brush. And just like that. I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. So I'm actually going to go in with Saddle now, which is that first shade that I showed you. It's a little bit darker than the orange one that I used. And I'm just going to blend that together with the other shadow. What a transition shade does is basically, no matter what eye look you're doing, it kind of helps gradually fade. So especially if you're using colors like black. So if you are doing black and then straight up flesh, it's like just black in the crease, it's not gonna look very blended. A transition shade is gonna help blend and marry those colors together. Blending brushes help too. So you can see that just deepened it just a little bit. I'm doing a look that I did yesterday, and I actually really liked it. And I was gonna film one for you guys yesterday, and I had actually a hair appointment show up. So I'm just gonna redo that same look. I'm going in with the Morphe M330 to blend. Now I'm going to go in with the one that's right next to it, which is Brownscript. I'm going to use a somewhat smaller brush. This is an M511. And again, I'm just going to go in and do the same thing. I feel like I'm really messy when I do eyeshadow, and I kind of like it that way. It doesn't have to be perfect. If I would have put just this shade on by itself without those transition shades, it would probably look a little bit weird. So again, that transition shade is so important. Okay. Again, with that blending brush and just blending anything out. Now I'm gonna take that same palette again, and this is the color I'm into it. They recently just added this to a pan version, so I was super excited about it. It's one of my favorite colors. I'm gonna use this one. It's from the Makeup Shack. I got this in a set of like 28 brushes. They don't have names on them, so I couldn't tell you what it is. It just says the Makeup Shack. So if I find out what is wrong with me today? If I find out the name of the brush, I will put it in the description box. And this is just a smaller blending brush. It kind of reminds me of the brush that comes with the Kylie Peach palette. I'm gonna go back in with that first brush with the transition shade, and I'm just gonna go over it because it does have a little bit of residue of that brown, so it kind of helps blend them together. So now I'm going to go in with my Pro Conceal by LA Girl. I'm going to use this to kind of cut out my crease. I have really, really small lids. As you can see, I have like a lot of brow, I don't know what you would call that, a lot of underbrow space and a very, very small lid, so I have to kind of create my own crease. And I'm not going to do a full cut crease, I'm just going to kind of do it halfway. Put this on another Makeup Shack brush. It's my favorite concealer brush, and I don't use it for concealer. I use it to carve out my brows. I use it to cut my crease, and if I need to like carve my lip, which if you don't know what that is, I'll probably show you later. So I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna go a little bit above my natural crease. If you hear stuff in the background, it's my daughter. And I'm gonna stop about halfway, because that's just where my lid color is going to go. I'm gonna do the same thing on the other side. Anyway, if you're wondering why my nails look so crappy, I've been trying to take my acrylics off for like 2 weeks now, and I don't like going to get them removed because they just kind of pry them off. I'd rather let them soak, but I don't have acetone to soak them, so you get to deal with ratchet me today. Okay, so I'm pretty sure it's kind of even. Okay, I'm going to go in with my Buxom palette. This is the, I don't even know, Dolly's Wild Side eyeshadow palette. And I'm gonna go in with the color, I'm gonna go in with this guy. And I'm going to put that on with a brush that rubbed off. It's just a lid brush, it's like a packing brush. So I'm gonna go in with that one. I'm just gonna go on my lid where I carved it out. So really like different kind of color shimmer shadow, like, I don't know, it's a little weird, but I like it. Now I like my cut crease on the outside to be really defined, so I'm gonna go in with an angled brush. And this one again is by the Makeup Shack, and it came in my kit that I don't know the name of. I'm gonna go in with the saddle color, which is this guy. And I'm just kind of gonna go over where that line is to make it a little bit more dramatic. And then again with Brownscript. Basically what I did to the outside, I'm just doing again, just to kind of make it a little bit more dramatic towards the front. And then I'm going to go in with a smaller, it's like a pencil brush, but it's not super, super small like a pencil brush. And I'm just gonna slowly blend that. I don't wanna use too big of a brush because then it's gonna kind of explode color onto the front, which I don't want. Now what I'm gonna do to blend this and this together is I'm kind of gonna darken on the ends. Again, I said it's gonna be like a half cut crease. So I am going to go in first with that Brownscript on that Makeup Shack brush. It's kind of like a smaller blending brush. And I'm just gonna bring that down a little bit. I'm gonna go in with my Morphe palette, that same 35O matte. And I'm gonna use this kind of brownish reddish shade. And I'm gonna pack that onto the end. I'm going to take a small, again like a pencil, kind of pencil brush. And I'm gonna go in with this dark brown here. And I'm just putting that more towards the outer V. I know I look so crazy right now without foundation. Keep looking in the mirror and I'm like, whoa. Now I'm gonna go back in with that black blood, that Morphe M330, and I'm going to just blend out my brush lines. Like always, blend until your fingers bleed. Yesterday I did add this kind of purplish shadow, like kind of like in the center. I didn't end up liking it too much, so I'm gonna skip that today. And I'm gonna go straight in with my favorite eyeliner of all time. This is the Italia Deluxe Waterproof Eyeliner. It's literally my favorite. And I'm just gonna go in. I like my wing really, really thick, and I like more of a straight wing. You don't have to do it like me. If you do your wings the way you do them, that's totally fine. This is just how I do it. So I'm gonna get really silent. I can't really talk when I'm doing my liners, so. Ooh, I'm real shaky. You're probably wondering why I do my eyes and then my face. That's just a personal preference. You can do it however you'd like. The reason that I do my eyes first is I don't like fallout on my foundation, which if you can see, I don't know if you can see, I have all of this shadow fallout underneath, which I can clean up with a makeup wipe after I'm done with my eyes and then put my foundation on. And I feel like if I do my foundation first, when I do get that fallout, it gets stuck to my foundation. Even if I use a translucent powder just to kind of catch it, it just doesn't work for me. So I do my eyes first. So now that my eyes are done, I'm gonna go and do my foundation and then I will be right back. Hi guys, I'm back. So I did my foundation, contour, all that good stuff, and I put on a lip on too because after I'm done with my eyes, then I am going to talk a little bit about my new lashes. And I knew that I would talk and on and on and on, so I just wanted to get all of that out of the way. So I'm gonna go back to my eyes. I'm gonna do my underneath eyes, and I'm gonna use the same shades that I used for the top of my eyes. And I'm gonna go in with this pencil brush. I'm gonna go in with that first favorite color. I'm gonna go in with that same MAC palette with Saddle. And I'm just gonna kind of blend them together. I'm just making a giant mess, but that's kind of how I like it. So, the small detailer brush. This one is the Morphe G26. I'm gonna go in with that dark brown shade that I used from the Morphe palette, that one. And I'm gonna run that on my lash line. Okay. Now, I'm not a really big fan of black eyeliner. I will only wear black eyeliner if I'm doing a really extremely dark, like black smoky eye. I like to use more of a brown in my waterline, and this is MAC Teddy. I love this eyeliner. And I'm gonna use that in my waterline. I have a pimple on my forehead, and highlighting it is just bringing it to the surface. Okay. And then I'm going to go in with my mascara. And this is MAC Hot and Naughty. Okay. That's fine. So now it's what I've been waiting for, my lashes. So I am launching my own brand of lashes. If you follow me on Instagram, Facebook, or Snapchat, then you've already obviously seen it. I'm super excited about it. I did post pictures and videos of the styles. The packaging that I showed on the videos and the photos is not gonna come. They will have my logo on them. These are just my samples. I actually ordered 43 different styles of lashes. And from those, then I kind of just narrowed everything down, and I narrowed it down to 10. 10 which I am branding and I have already named. I am going to wear today Isabella. I know, clever, right? And that's gonna be this one right here. I'm gonna go through and show you guys all of them before I do apply them. This one is called Fancy Nancy. This is actually one of my favorites. I guess I'm just super extra, so I like the really bougie ones. So this one is Fancy Nancy. Jenny from the Block. This is more of a natural kind of lash. This one's actually been really popular, and I did name this one after my sister. This one, I think this is Virgo. Yes, this is Virgo. This one's been really popular too. I actually, if you watched my Snapchat, then the first video that I posted, I was like, oh, I just was trying it on, and now I'm gonna have to add it because I fell in love with it. That was this one. This one wasn't originally one of the ones that I chose, but after putting it on, I loved it so much that I did add it. So that is Virgo. This one is Juicy Lucy. I love this one. It's really, really wispy towards the ends. It's like got length all the way across, so from the front of the eye to the back of the eye, which I love. I already know the name of this one, but just by looking at it, this one is called Extra AF for the exact reason that you're thinking. They are just the most dramatic lashes I've ever seen. If you're a person who likes really, really thick dramatic lashes, then you will love these. Yes, this is Sexy Lexi. So this one's got more of a, I don't know if you've seen me wear my Coco lashes, and they're in the style Stella. I feel like these are kind of, actually they're not like it at all, but I feel like the style of them. So how it's like shorter and then longer and then shorter and then longer. So that is Sexy Lexi. Bougie Betty. I have to say, I think these are my favorite out of all of them. They're super, super wispy. I know you can't really tell on camera. They're super wispy, they're super long, and they're real 3D. So there's like a lot of fluffiness going on. A lot of people liked Queen J, which I was wearing yesterday, and I love those too. They're definitely one of my favorites. But if I had to choose, I would choose this as my favorite just because they're kind of like that, just a little bit longer, which I have really, really big eyes. So I need a really big lash. And also, just so you guys know, if you guys did order, so when I decided to brand my own lashes, I did because I wear lashes every day. But I've noticed that because my eyes are so big and so wide, I have like a long eye, a lot of lashes are very, very short on me. So I would put them towards the end of my eye just so that they would hit the corner. But the front of my eye would just, it was bare. So I didn't like that. I made these to where the band is long enough to fit any eye. So if it is too long for you, I know my eyes are really big, you're just gonna wanna trim the outer corner, not the inner corner, because you don't wanna cut that shortness off the front. You wanna cut the outer corner. But this will virtually fit any eye, which I love. This is everybody's favorite, Queen J. I was wearing these yesterday. And actually, I know you can't really tell, but I pulled those off, I wore them, and I put them back, and they're literally still the same. So, that's good. Okay, these ones are Vanity. These ones were really popular too. They're a lot more on the natural side. They have more of that wispiness towards the end, so it's gonna give you more of a cat eye. But they aren't super, super thick and dramatic, so people who like to wear these on a daily basis, totally wearable for every day. Vanity. Okay, so for today, I am going to wear Isabella. I really, really liked these. They are so gorgeous. I don't know if you can see them on camera. So let's try these. If you guys are wondering what lipstick I'm wearing, it is from MAC, and it's one of their retro matte liquid lipsticks, and this one's called So Me. It's one of my favorites. I haven't really been wearing too many lip stains lately. I feel like I've been doing more of a gloss because my lips have been so dry, but their formula, you guys. So I'm gonna pop that right on my eye. And you can see how it just kind of holds the shape so nicely. Like you don't have to like maneuver it too much. It just kind of pops on the eye. You don't have to work really, really hard for it. So especially for people who are not very used to putting lashes on, they are super easy to work with. And voila. I put mascara on before. Sometimes I will put it on after my lashes. With these, I don't, just because they are so wispy in the 3D. I don't want to take away from that. So I feel like if you put mascara on them, you'll kind of take away from that fluffiness. So I put mascara on first. So with Isabella, they are a lash that's gonna open your eyes up from the front. So instead of being like short in the front and then getting gradually longer towards the end, it's gonna be more short in the front and it gets longer towards the center and then shorter towards the corner. So it's gonna open the eye up. So if you're someone who doesn't like to wear a liquid liner or a wing liner, these are really good because it's gonna really give you that open eye look. These are just everything. I love them. All right, and there you guys have it. That is going to conclude my tutorial for today. I really hope you guys like this eye look. If you did, please leave me a thumbs up like always. Subscribe if you haven't. If you have any questions or you want to reach out, leave me a comment or follow my Instagram at MUAGen_N_. Also, please, please, please follow my eyelash Instagram. It's going to be at Vanity Lane Beauty Bar for updates, product launches, and all that good stuff. Other than that, thank you for watching. Bye.